Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. Today, a short, gentle practice. We're going to breathe and create some space. Let's get started in child's pose. You can set up your child's pose on your mat, or you don't even need a mat for this practice. And you can take your knees wide in child's pose and extend your hands forward. Rest your forehead on your mat. If child's pose, for whatever reason, doesn't feel good for you, start seated or in any other pose. And really, whatever pose you're in, feel your body and start to connect with your breath. I like child's pose because when I take a deep breath in, I can feel my rib cage, the sides of my body, expanding to meet my legs. And then as I exhale, just a really gentle contraction. So feel that in your body. When you take a big breath in, can you feel your lungs, your rib cage expand? And as you exhale, a really gentle contraction, a softening. Again, take a big breath in and feel yourself fill up. And then as you exhale, empty out the breath and maybe let your shoulders soften. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. Connecting to your breath. Right here, right now, this breath. Giving your attention to your breath. So you don't have to give your attention to all the other stuff that's going on in your life or in your head. Wherever you are, once more together, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And then come on into your tabletop. Hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. You can pad your knees if it works better. You can make fists with your hands. A couple of cat-cows on your inhale. Lift your gaze and your tailbone, let your belly drop. And as you exhale, round your spine. Empty your breath so you can pull your belly button up towards your spine. As you inhale, let your belly hang down. Let your chest come forward. Let your heart lift. And as you exhale, round your spine. One more time. Inhaling, letting your breath initiate the movement and following it all the way through. And then as you exhale, emptying out. Now, come to a neutral spine. Take your right arm out to the right and thread the needle. Let your right arm come over to the left, come onto your right shoulder. You can bring the right side of your face to your mat. If the right side of your face doesn't come to your mat, you can always use a prop under your head or your shoulder. You can keep your left hand where it is. If you want to extend your left hand forward, there's more of a quality of lengthening or stretching in your left side body. Here, take a breath in. And a breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Once more, take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Now come back to your tabletop. Come back to your hands and knees. And set it up on the other side, but take your time. Set your hands, set your knees, extend through your left arm right to the tips of your fingers. And then slide that left hand under you. Come onto your left shoulder, the left side of your face. Pause for a moment here to feel your foundation and to feel if you need any extra support. You can always add that in with a block or maybe some kind of padding. You can keep your right hand where it is, or you can extend your right arm forward. Now, as you breathe here, notice where you feel your breath. Do you feel it in your upper back? Maybe between your shoulders? Do you feel it more in the front of your body or the sides of your body? Can you feel just where and how your breath comes in? And how it moves out. Now come on back to your tabletop. Once more, back to tabletop. And here, step your right foot to your right thumb, and then wiggle your right foot a little bit forward so you can come up onto your right heel. You can kind of slide the foot forward, let your left hip be over your left knee, hands on either side of your right leg. And if you want a little more lift, go ahead and put some blocks under your hands or some other kind of prop. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to fold forward. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or you've been practicing yoga for a long time. Every time we get on our mat, with every breath, we're beginning this process, this practice of connecting, lengthening, absolutely lengthening and stretching. But really even more than that, opening up, becoming more flexible physically, but also mentally, how we approach our practice, our body, how we can approach our day and our life. Take a deep breath in here. And a long breath out. And go ahead and slide your right foot back. Takes a little finagling usually. And set your right foot flat. Now bend your right knee a lot so that it comes more forward over your toes. And as you do that, your hips start to move forward. So you get a little bit of a hip opener. You can pad the left knee if you like. You can keep your hands low on your mat. Walk them up to your right knee. If it works for you, bring your right hand to your right hip crease. Reach your left hand up and then over to your right. You can keep your right hand where it is, but you can also reach your right hand down for the ground or for a prop. Stay connected through your right foot, and then take a couple breaths here. Take one breath at a time. A big inhale and a long exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. And gently allow yourself to reach up and over. Stay with your breath. Also notice if you're trying to make something happen. When you show up and breathe, and when you're in your body and present, something is happening. A lot is happening. Take one more big inhale here, and then nice and easy. Bring your hands down. Take your right knee back to meet your left so you come back to your tabletop. Pause here, connect here. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And then go ahead and step your left foot to your left thumb and then wiggle it forward. A little bit forward, maybe a lot forward. Come up onto your left heel so you can feel for lengthening through the back of your left leg. Right hip over your right knee. Again, you can pad that right knee. And then start to come forward. So you might fold a little bit forward, you might fold a lot forward, you might stay pretty upright. Stay connected to your breath. Do you feel sensation? Do you feel like you're stretching? You don't have to feel like you're stretching, right? That's not even a word that I use all that often in my practice. Feel that you're creating length, feel that you're creating space in your body, but also in your heart and in your mind. And then from here, slide your left foot back, wiggle it back, set it flat. Let your left knee come forward, let your hips come forward. Hands can stay low. You can walk your hands up. Check in with your right knee, so if there's any discomfort there, right, just put an extra layer under it. If it works, left hand to your left hip, your right arm reaches up and over to the left. Check in here. Check in with your breath. Your breath is a really great gauge for how all of this is going. If you find yourself holding your breath, just ease off a little bit. Left hand can reach for the ground. Front of your body stays open. Gently, one breath at a time. As space becomes available, feel it. And then maybe you can lean a little more to your left. And as you breathe here, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take a breath in. And a breath out. As you breathe here, where do you notice your breath? And as you notice your breath, isn't it nice that you can have the time, the space to make this connection. Take one more big inhale. Bring your hands down. Come on back to your tabletop, your hands and knees. And then once more, just a couple of cat-cows. On your inhale, lifting your chest and your tailbone, your belly drops. As you exhale, rounding your spine. Inhaling, heart comes forward. Exhale, drop your head, tuck your chin. Come to a neutral spine. And then come on back to your child's pose or come to seated. Take a really big, deep, full breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. Then when you're ready, just nice and easy, come on up. You can come to any comfortable seated position. Take a moment. You can set your gaze, maybe you close your eyes. Feel your connection with your breath, your body. Feel that you always have this opportunity to connect within, whether you're on your mat or you're off your mat. Sometimes it's just slowing down enough that you can take a deep inhale and a long exhale. Thank you, everyone. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so that you're notified as new videos come out. I'd love to hear from you how you feel before the practice, after the practice, anything that you might be looking for that I can share with you. Again, I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat.